Right, last night I went, and not along with a number of other people, to the climate hustings, which was very interesting. It was the only hustings that I think is happening. I mean, there's one in Maidenhead, one in Windsor, but it's the only one. And there was the different parties represented. So there was the Lib Dems represented by Karen Davies. Um, Donna Stimpson was there for the Conservatives. The Greens were represented by chap Michael Boyle. He's new lad. He's going to be standing for Eton and Castle, and Lynn Jones for the Independents. Um, and it was very ably hosted by a chap called Charles, who knew his stuff and knew his way around proceedings. So that worked really well. Um, what I was listening to after having 4 years as a councillor, you get used to the way things work. So you get a feel for the systems that are in play. And it was interesting listening to Michael. I mean, his heart's well in the right place, but obviously he doesn't know how government works. He's not been part of it, so he's not been through the process. Therefore, he doesn't know the ABC of it all, and it's not as straightforward as you might think. And you need to balance this and balance that. So it was great to hear his passion, but it was also reassuring to hear Lynn's. She's an accountant, so it's her financial admin systems approach. So we need a system here. We need an approach that does X, Y, Z, and when you prove this to me, we can move to the next step. Donna had really built a strategy behind all this over the last few years that she's been doing the job. There was nothing there before, so hats off to her for putting a strategy in place. Or she tried one strategy that didn't quite work, so she tried something else, and that's working a lot better. But she seems to get a lot of pushback from the Conservatives for what she's trying to achieve, and she's fought her corner well. So it's good to hear her and how she's got on with that. Karen, she's looking at this as the Lib Dems are going to be in next time and ruling the roost, and so she's coming with all that passion of that, and also the fact that she felt things were a bit slow before, which is fair enough. But government is slow. The machine is slow. So I think the reality is you need all of those people sitting around the table. You need them all doing the bits that they're good at. You need the passion to fire up the different ideas and start talking about different things. You need the organisational structure to work out, right, this is the way we're going. You need the strategy, so you need the bigger picture stuff of where we're going. And this is the whole environment thing is being led on a global basis. World Economic Forum are doing an awful lot of the work behind this, and it's all the big corporations involved. They recognise there's a problem and something has to be done, and therefore they can take that big approach to things, which might seem very slow, and is very slow sometimes because there's profit involved, and they want to make the profit, and they can't make the profit if they're doing that. So they've got to almost work out ways of making profit from the climate situation, and that seems to be what's going on. But what we can't be doing is bashing each other over the head. What we can't be doing is going, that's a stupid idea. What we're going to be doing is analysing the idea and going, let's just try that over there and see what works. And if it works, then bring it back. Because ultimately, the planet needs our help. We need to help ourselves because we're the ones that have messed it up. I mean, there's the obviously the sun changes its temperature all the time, and natural things will occur. But we've been pretty good at fleecing the planet of all its resources and trying to get our selfish gain out of it. So we've got to come together and work out the best way forward. So I think actually all the parties need to work together, not just one singularly. And this is what local government should be. Local government should be representative of the whole population and not just part of it. And therefore it needs a real mixed bag this election time, please. So, but vote me in, obviously. I want to be there. So John Davey, Independent. Thank you.